Morning, everybody. David Fierstein, president of Powercall Sirens, coming to you today to talk to you about a new siren that I am putting together. It is something that I've been working on for a few months now. I'm about 10 to 15 days away from a working sample. Assuming this all goes well, we're going to be coming out with probably 3 or 4 different units. But the one that I'm here to tell you about today is called the KMB-600. K as in King, M as in Mary, B as in Boy, 600. I'm going to give you a mock-up sample of what this looks like. It looks something similar to this. I've got this mocked up just for certain sound specifications that I'm trying to duplicate. As many of you know, I am very particular about how siren tones sound. I haven't been able to find one manufacturer that actually has every sound that I like that meets my standards. So I'm particular to a wail and a yelp that Whalen and Code 3 have, particular to a sound that a certain General Electric I have has. As most of you know, the GEs all have different sounds. I'm looking to make mine just a little bit better and have it kind of maybe cut out at the bottom, which a lot of you like. Just a basic high-low, looking to have the ecto sound in there, and then have a mechanical Q sound. Yes, I said mechanical Q sound. Most of you know that if it doesn't have a motor and a rotor, it's not a Q, but got a lot of requests for a mechanical Q sound, and I've had so many requests that I've decided to try to put one together. So I'm going to give you a kind of a sample of what sounds I'm looking to put in there and how they're supposed to, how I'm trying to get them to sound. Now remember that these are just sound clips from what I've taken, but this is what we are trying to make happen here. So the Q sound that I've decided to go with sounds something like this. So this comes from a sound clip from the EQ2B. It's not going to sound 100% like theirs, but this is the sample that we're trying to create of something to that standard. The second sound is a General Electric sound from a certain GE that I have that I will not part with, that has a sound that I really like. Now again, you got to remember that this is old technology that we're trying to recreate, so it's not going to sound 100% like it, but we're trying to make it sound like that as best as we can. So I've got to get to, this is what I'm trying to create here. And you hear how at the bottom it's, you have that, that's what I'm trying to create. Maybe a little bit slower, but that's the sound that I'm trying to create. As far as the wail goes, I'm looking for a longer wail, so this is what the wail is going to sound like. And again, the tones are going to be, the pitch is going to be the same. It's not going to be a high pitch and then a low pitch. You know, we're going to try to make them all have the same type of pitch, but the wail goes up and it goes down, versus like right now the DX has a really fast one and the yelp is really fast. I don't have a, actually I do have a sound of the yelp. Let's see if I can get it here. I got something like that. And then the air horn, it's going to be a nicer air horn. So those are the sounds that are going to be on the KMB-600. The ecto sound, you know, from a lot of the input that I've got from my friends, my business associates, and the people that have bought the ecto siren, when the ecto siren turns off, it goes. Most people really don't use that. It's not a big thing that we're looking at. We're more looking to loop the ecto sound so it just keeps going. When you turn the selector switch, it's going to go to the next tone, so you're not going to have the option to have the down tone on the ecto, which I really don't think people care about. Some people like it, some people don't. So that is what I'm working on. This is going to be a 100-watt siren. It's going to be NFPA compliant. It's going to meet the requirements for sound. It will be certified. We will have a 200-watt unit available if that is something that people want. But initially, we're going to start with a 100-watt unit to keep things cost-wise down a little bit. I don't have a cost yet on this because we're still designing. It's not going to be overly expensive, but it's not going to be overly cheap. It's going to be somewhere kind of in the middle. You all know that I try to take care of that as best as I can. So hoping to have a working sample in about 2 weeks. We're already designing the chassis. We've got the chassis and the faceplate designed. It's going to have a PA system as well. A lot of people don't want the PA system. It's crazy, but a lot of the manufacturers require that it has it. So we're going to have a PA system in there as well. Any questions, feel free to drop me an email. I know that we're going to get some good input, we're going to get some bad input, but any input is fine. Again, it's going to be called the Powercall KMB-600. It's going to be available, the sample that we're working on is going to be available hopefully in a couple weeks. And then once we approve everything and certify everything, you get all the paperwork on things, we're going to start production of initial 50 pieces, and we'll see how things go. Feel free to drop me an email. My email is support@powercallsirens.com. You can go to the website and go to the top menu, or you can post one here on YouTube, and let me know if you have any thoughts, if you have any questions. Appreciate you watching, and we'll keep in touch with all the new upcoming Siren stuff. Have a great day.